YouTube is Rico, man, and I'm back with another video, man. Y'all see what we got going on. Schoolboy shoots friend in the face with a shotgun as he walks to school. Kesgrave shooting. So you already know what time it is, man. If you're brand new to the channel or you've been watching videos on the channel but not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. Don't forget to tell your family and friends about our channel as well. Hopefully they become supporters of the channel while we're on the grind to 5K. And also make sure you guys are smashing the like button and commenting on the videos to help the video get recommended to a larger audience of people and hopefully bring in new supporters to the channel as well. And make sure you guys also turn on post notifications and make sure y'all check our channel out every day before y'all go to bed or when y'all wake up in the morning so you don't miss out on the new uploads and stay up to date. And also follow my IG at LMERico. With all that being said, man, let's start this video.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Huncho back again with another video, and today we'll be going over the ongoing trial of a shooting that happened back in September 2020. Long-time subscribers of the channel will remember me covering this, but if you haven't seen the initial coverage, you want to go ahead and watch that. I will leave that video link down in the description below, but we are going over the events today in more detail because, of course, this is the trial. So you might not have to, but the option is there if you want to view it. Now, what is this shooting that we're talking about? Well, this surrounds a 15-year-old boy who'd been shot in the head and neck in the morning of September 7th, 2020 on his way into Kesgrave High School in Suffolk. Now, instead of me breaking down a timeline of events, let's jump straight into today's trial coverage to see what's being said in court, because there they break everything down anyway. Disclaimer, anything that I do say in this video is all just alleged because this is an ongoing criminal court trial. So in court, it was heard that the now 16-year-old boy who was the shooter was charged with attempted murder, possession of a shotgun with intent to endanger life, and wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm, and a charge of possessing a shotgun with intent to cause fear of violence, all to which he denied. It was heard that this attack had been planned in the months prior, due to the gunman who was 15 at the time being bullied by the victim. But it should be noted that both boys...
I will say this, man. If you got kids or you grew up or whatever the case is with parents in your household, there should be no reason why bullying should be going on, man. It's just that simple, man. Because at the end of the day, bullying got a lot of effect on a young person's mind and how they think and will react to things and shit, man. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is for that bully to say one wrong thing that could really push a person over the edge, and for that kid to pretty much ultimately come back and do something like this to them and shit like that, man. So at the end of the day, y'all should try to treat people the way you would want to be treated. If you know you go home and you are not being bullied or whatever the case is, or you ain't got friends that you hang around that bully you or whatever the case is, why do it to somebody else? Because at the end of the day, that don't do nothing for you. At the end of the day, that's just showing that you're a a-hole, and then on top of that, somebody that doesn't want to be respected back. Because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna get respect if you ain't giving respect. It's just that simple. If you call somebody out their name or talk about how they dress or personal shit that's going on, you pretty much opening the door for that person to ultimately come back and either fight you or come to the point where they finally had enough and just want to beat the hell out of you, and or this. So at the end of the day, man, just remember that at the end of the day, you should treat others the way you would want to be treated, man. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what that person going through. You don't know what type of lifestyle they got going on at home and shit, or who doing something to them personally and shit behind closed doors and stuff like that. You just never know. So at the end of the day, when you come across a person like that, there is no telling how they gonna finally react to some shit that you done did or said to them, man. Because they can only take so much, and then after a while, it comes to a point where enough is enough. And when they come to enough is enough, they gonna do something crazy that you probably wasn't even expecting. So the less bullying that's going on, the better. Because at the end of the day, the kids that's being bullied, you just don't know the limits that they gonna go through to retaliate to somebody saying the wrong thing at the wrong time or taking things too far. So at the end of the day, just remember that. But other than that, it's just crazy that kids bully other kids because of the simple fact y'all all kids. So why bully one another? At the end of the day, y'all should be playing sports together or just staying out of each other's way or something. Like y'all shouldn't even be bullying each other. Like what does that solve at the end of the day? It don't solve anything, but potentially cause something crazy to happen. So it's just crazy, man. Let's continue on.
Wearing the same friend group. The bullying was described as quote low level, since things as random slaps of the back and pushing over tables. According to friends, it was nothing serious. A friend.
I forgot to say that shit. Too, if you putting hands on another person, you just know that one day that shit gonna come back to bite you in the ass. It's just that simple. Because one day you might be that same person that you usually putting your hands on or whatever, or somebody else that you try to put your hands on that ain't going for that no more, or not gonna allow you to go for that. They gonna retaliate, and sometimes it ain't gonna be the way you would think. So you just gotta remember all of this, that people are capable of doing any and everything. So don't underestimate nobody, and age ain't nothing but a number when it comes to violence. It's just that simple. Violence, anybody can commit violence. It's proven. It's factual. Whether it be with weapons, explosives, all type of crazy stuff, knives, combat weapons, whatever, etc., etc. As long as those people got those type of things in their hands and stuff, there's no limit to what they can do with it. It's just that simple. Age definitely don't matter.
And he was also in the friend group that recalls the shooter telling him in October of 2019, firstly going on to say that he wanted to shoot someone, but no one specifically at that point, and he also spoke to him about buying a brand new pistol. In December of 2019, he would go on to tell this same friend that he wanted to shoot the victim, but the friend brushed it off as he thought it was a quote fantasy. But 3 days before the shooting went down, he had mentioned it.
If somebody just end up one day telling you that they feel like they want to shoot somebody or anything of that nature, talking about they want to commit violence, don't never take that lightly. Because you don't know if they for real or really going to go ahead and do that shit. You just don't. So at the end of the day, you shouldn't take that lightly. I ain't telling you to go snitch or whatever, but at least try to talk that person out of that shit or whatever the case is, or one day, fuck it, come together and stand up against the bully. It don't matter. At the end of the day, if you want respect and you not getting it, sometimes somebody might try to do something that push you over the edge, and you gotta let them know, like, nah, this definitely ain't that. You gotta stand your ground. It's just that simple. But yeah, when a person saying they feel like they want to shoot somebody and stuff like that, never take that shit lightly, because you just never know.
The same friend. Laying out a timeline of events to the court, though, it's believed that at the time, the 15-year-old shooter took his father's Saab car and his grandfather's little Beretta shotgun in the early hours of the 7th of September 2020 and started to drive towards Kesgrave just before 7:30 a.m. At around 8:40 a.m., the shooter then heads over to the victim's address, and the victim himself recalls saying goodbye to his mother before stepping out of the house on his way to the first gate of the new term. When he stepped out, though, he recognised a car owned by the shooter's father parked on the other side of the road, but of course the shooter had been in his father's car, if you remember. When he steps out, he goes on to say that he sees the person he thought he'd been friends with standing beside the boot of the car with the shotgun in hand. He goes on to say that he points the shotgun towards him and orders him to get into the car, but the victim refuses to do so. The next thing the victim recalls is hearing a bang and then falling to the ground, as well as the shooter looking calm as he bled out. The extent of his injuries hasn't been given as of yet, but what we know so far is that the wounds were reported to have been to the face and neck, which had left the victim with brain damage and being partially paralyzed. The blast to his face even left his inner structures exposed. Firearms experts would go on to tell police that the muzzle of the gun was between 0.5 and 1.75 meters from the victim's face when the trigger was pulled at, quote, very close range. According to witnesses, the victim's mother heard the gunshot and ran to the window before screaming whilst looking at her son in a pool of blood on the ground. The teenager then lifted up the gun, seemingly to show it to the mother as she screamed, "What have you done?" It was believed that the shooter had a smug, almost righteous look, but didn't say anything in response. The victim's mother...
And don't be the ones that do the most craziest things, man. Don't mess with nobody that's quiet, man, or too quiet, whatever the case you want to say, because those be the ones that you really got to look out for, man. I'm pretty sure y'all heard that saying before, but it's definitely true and real, man. You just don't want to mess with those type of people. It's simple. You just don't know nowadays what they're capable of, because all it takes is that one bad day that they having for sure, where they just feel like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and stand my ground, or whatever the case is, and it don't matter by any means necessary. So gotta watch out for those ones.
Then ran downstairs in fear that the shooter would drive over the victim's body as he drove away, and according to the prosecution, they said, quote, "He may have just thought that he didn't need to and that he'd already finished him off." It's also believed that a local neighbour by the name of Christopher Fay had looked out of his bedroom window after hearing the shooting, and he described the teenage shooter as cool and calm, and also didn't rush. The prosecution would go on to say that the shooter even went on to point the gun at Christopher, which caused him fear that he was going to be shot next. After the shooting, the teenager then jumps back into the Saab, which he drove to the area in, and was arrested 2 hours later after he was found sitting in that same car close to his grandfather's home in Ipswich. Officers smashed the window to get him out and found a shotgun on the back seat with 2 boxes of cartridges. When he was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder and told he was accused of shooting someone in the face, he replied, "I'm 100% guilty of that." And then later he told officers, "I've done what I wanted to do, as scummy as it is, I will 100% cooperate." But throughout interviews, it should be noted that he gave comment. And so it seems like we have some more details surrounding this Kesgrave shooting. Over the next couple of days, we should get more details in regards to the injuries and stuff like that. Of course, when I do get more details that
Yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. But yeah, man, that's crazy. And the way he just said all of that, that lets you know enough was enough at that time. Because if he really that cool and calm and collected and said all of that, he's one of those that, yeah, he definitely had enough, and he definitely didn't want to be that person that's on his shit list that day. So sad situation. Fortunately, the person that this happened to survived, but at the end of the day, man, hopefully this is a lesson learned to people that want to try to bully people and be a bully or whatever the case is for whatever reason, that this ain't cool, and one day you're gonna come across the wrong person trying to bully and shit and trying to get laughs and stuff like that and get cool points. You're gonna fuck around and possibly have something like this potentially happen to them. So yeah, man, just think twice before you try to become a bully, man, because there ain't nothing nice about it, and one day that definitely could come back and bite you in your ass. So yeah, man, it's crazy, but it is what it is, man. That's officially the end of this video and my thoughts and opinions on that. I will drop another reaction video if he do drop another video on this situation, and we'll go from there. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Don't forget to tell your family and friends about our channel as well. Hopefully they become supporters of the channel while we're on the ground to 5K. And also, make sure you guys are smashing that like button, comment on the video to help the video get recommended to a larger audience so people can bring in new supporters to the channel as well. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss out on new uploads. So check our channel every day before y'all go to bed or when y'all wake up in the morning, just to be for sure so you don't miss out on new uploads. And follow my IG at LMERico. With all that being said, man, that's officially the end of this video, and I'm gonna catch y'all later on. Peace.